Okay, I went and had Cerakote done on my Caspian frame. There it is there. Socom Blue. It's kind of hard to get an idea what it looks like. All the pictures online are in different lights, so I was kind of wondering what it was going to look at, but it turned out pretty cool. It's kind of a cross between black and maybe a dark, actually blued gun. I had it done at a place called Blake's Refinishing in Colorado. He did a pretty good job on it. One thing that I should do, but I'm going to do a little test here, is the feed ramp right there. I should polish that. I'm going to leave the Cerakote on there. It's supposed to have some lubricity, if that's a word. I think I said it right. And I'm going to see what happens when I shoot it, just as a test, kind of. I also had the magazine done, which I thought would be a good test to see how fast the stuff wears off. Nothing gets more abuse than a 1911 mag going in and out of a mag well and past the magazine release. And then of course I had the main spring housing done. And the grip safety. The only flaw I could see on it from Blake's was down in here in the groove where the hammer goes. There's a little bit of, he didn't get perfect coverage in there. Let's see if my camera will focus on it. It's really hard to see, so I'm not going to worry about it. No one's ever going to see it. The hammer's going to cover it when it's cocked, and there you can kind of see it right there. It's just a little bit thin over the parkerizing. So it's not worth sending it back. I don't think I can always do that. He warrants it. Here's another look at the frame. So my Caspian project is almost finished. Okay, beside the Cerakote, what I had to do for the cosmetics is right back here in this area. I had to smooth this out to mate with the grip safety. I had to bevel this area in with the slide, shorten up the rails so they would match the back of the slide. And then probably the biggest job I did, and this was purely because I wanted to, was the mag well. I like this line that went around here, so I decided to cut this out and match that line going around, and that's actually how I blew that first mag well if you've been watching my video series. But this one turned out good. I also had to shorten and bevel this into the grip area because the mainspring housing was a bit long. And you can see I didn't do a bad job. It looks pretty good. So there's what that mag well looked like. It's already getting chewed up from a lot of magazine changes. I've been shooting her. But the Cerakote turned out nice. Okay, I left the Cerakote on the feed ramp, which should be polished, just to see what would happen to it. I had it polished before I had it Cerakoted. And I don't know if my camera's going to show it, but you can see the rounds have been chipping it away. There we go. So I'm going to end up polishing that, but I've had no malfunctions. Okay, I had the magazine Cerakoted just to see how it would hold up. You can see it's getting a little bit worn here at the top. I've probably put 100 rounds through it. It's probably been in and out of the gun at least 100 times just trying it. But where it's really showing wear is where it drags over the magazine release, which is right here. And you can see it's cut right down into the parkerizing underneath the Cerakote. So although this stuff is tough, it's not impenetrable. But that was kind of a test. The downside of painting this is it doesn't fly out of my gun anymore. So this has been regulated to a different one of my 1911s that doesn't have quite as tight a grip area for it, so it'll fly out. But anyway, it does look cool.